back to goldstocktrades.com. Today we have with us Jeff Pontius. Jeff is CEO of Corvus Gold. Corvus can be traded as KOR on the Toronto Stock Exchange, and it also can be traded as CORVF on the OTC. Thanks, Jeff, for being here with us today.
Thanks, Jeb. It's great to have a chance to chat with you.
Jeff, we've been following Corvus Gold for some time, and the significant discovery at North Bullfrog. Tell us about the news today about the high-grade yellow jacket discovery.
Yeah, we've been drilling on the yellow jacket discovery since basically 2012, and that has returned some very good results and is outlining a broad zone about 100 meters wide that has an average thickness between 50 and all the way up to 100 meters thick of mineralization that's in the 1 to 2 gram per ton range. And what we announced today was some high-grade veins that are within that broader zone of moderate-grade mineralization that we had visible gold in. We fast-tracked those assays and got those out, and we ended up with a nice interval in there of a little over 8 meters of almost 11 grams per ton gold. With some pretty good silver with that. This is continuing to document a high-grade vein system that is extending over strike length now, which looks like well over 700 meters. It's part of a broader, moderate-grade zone that will probably be in the initial mining phase of a new resource and a new mine plan that we'll come out with at the end of the year. So these are very good numbers for us, basically confirm our exploration thinking in the area. And we should start to see some results from our next exploration or our other exploration project that we have going on the project, which is to the north of our Sierra Blanca area. It's about a half a kilometer away from Yellow Jacket. And those initial results from our reverse circulation drilling program out there should be coming out shortly.
Jeff, talk to us about the North Bullfrog project and about your background. You have had a large amount of experience exploring Nevada, and you've focused on this North Bullfrog project. What is it that the Corvus team finds so compelling about this project in this gold environment?
Well, one of our real focuses when we got involved with the North Bullfrog project several years ago was the fact that we were searching for heap leach, low-cost production ounces in Nevada. It has been the bread and butter of Nevada back in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, and really is the most attractive type of target for a small company because it's low capex for the development. It offers very low operating costs, a simple project that can be done by a relatively small company, and one that has really been a tried and true performer in the state of Nevada over the years, but very difficult to find. And we felt this area had the hallmarks of what could develop into a sizable heap leach project. And so we began some very diligent exploration in the area in 2010, came out with our first resource in 2011. 2012, we made the discovery of the Yellow Jacket area, which is a significant high-grade vein system, and we are now continuing on with that exploration work, really focusing on two things. One, continue to develop a large, low-grade heap leach project that could be developed simply and cheaply by Corvus Gold, and also working on what looks like it could be another bullfrog-type vein system. And keep in mind, the historic Bullfrog deposit, 8 kilometers to the south of us, produced about 2.5 million ounces of gold at a grade of about 2.5 grams a ton. So it was a very significant producer from an open pit, and they were actually able to follow that high-grade mineralization over widths of 5 to 10 meters wide underground and continue to expand that deposit. And it was mined back in the 1990s. So it was by Barrick Gold. it's a very attractive area to be in, and it certainly looks like we're getting into the better part of the deposit as we continue our drilling on this year. So we're pretty excited about what we're coming up with here, and we think we're on top of what'll be one of the next new heap leach projects in Nevada, and possibly a new high-grade vein system very similar to the Bullfrog deposit to the south of us.
Well, Jeff, you've done it before. Tell us a little bit about your background and about the Corvus team, uh, the significant experience that you have from both on the junior level and working with the majors.
Well, I've worked in Nevada for many years. First started back in the early 1980s. Was involved with the discovery of a project called Yankee, which is in the south part of the Alligator Ridge district, in between Ely and Eureka, Nevada. And then involved with the discovery of the Elder Creek deposit in the Cortez Trend, further over in the Battle Mountain Eureka Trend, further north in Nevada, and really was focused on doing a lot of exploration in Nevada over the years for Anglo Gold, a company called Nurco, and a variety of other groups in particular, and also involved in the discovery of the Live and Good deposit up north of Fairbanks, Alaska for ITH. It's a 20 million ounce discovery up north there. And so, with all that work and having a bit of success in my career, it really gives you sort of the template of what you're looking for and how you're going to develop it. We had a discovery I made here in Colorado for Anglo Gold called the Cripple Creek Project, just outside of Colorado Springs. That's looks like it's going to be well in excess of 20 million ounces here as they continue to develop that project. And we brought that project online, which was quite a low-grade project, about 0.6 grams a ton, at a time when we had $350 gold. So low grade doesn't necessarily mean that you can't make it work at lower gold prices. It does have to have all of the key elements to make that happen. And we believe we have those at North Bullfrog. And in addition to that, the new higher grade mineralization that we're finding is certainly making this project look much, much more attractive for us. So, it's a kind of a reoccurring story, and we need to take comfort in the fact that we have all the boxes checked on our side going forward as we move this project forward, and a great exploration story that is yet to be told here on this project. So, from my perspective over the years, almost 40 years now, I guess, it really looks like a project that's going to come to account and really be one of the new discoveries here in Nevada that will be of significance. So it's great to get a chance to do this again, and we're all excited, and we're trying to be as efficient and as we can at bringing the project along as quickly as we can.
Before we conclude, Jeff, could we talk about, in this market environment, the importance of a strong treasury, being able to raise capital, and the major shareholder support that Corvus has right now?
Yeah, this is really one of the key elements that probably investors really need to focus on. And one is you have to look at the structure of the company and the structure of the shares. Corvus does not do financings that involve warrants. That's giving people extra optionality on the shares. If they want to participate in a financing with Corvus, they're out there buying shares. And the last financing we did was done at market price and no warrant. And so that really protects the shareholder value from the standpoint the structure is what the structure is. There's no extra optionality in there that would limit the share price movement. So that's important. Also important is maintaining a strong treasury and keeping that 12-month view out in front of you so that your company is always going to be there. You don't want to structure debt into the deal unless it's a very well-structured debt and it doesn't encumber shareholder value. So that's an important aspect that people need to look at. Shareholders, I can't say enough about shareholders. They are the bread and butter of companies like Corvus. We're sitting with almost 50% of the Corvus stock in the hands of four groups: the Tocqueville Group, Anglo Gold Ashanti, our management group, and Scarsdale Investment Fund out of New York. And those groups really have a real control over our company from the standpoint that as we go forward, they have been there for us to invest in the company when we've needed it, and they have been there to support us through times when things have not been great in the gold market. But and as we make that turn and come out of this latest downturn in gold, I think that you're going to see companies like Corvus be the ones that are able to get up and get on top of that wave quickest and fastest, because we haven't set back and decided we're not going to do anything. We've kept ourselves well funded, and we're putting the money to work in the ground, and we're drilling off what looks like a very exciting new discovery. So as gold continues up and we continue to see an improvement in the gold price, I believe companies like Corvus are the ones to own.
Well, Jeff, thanks so much for being back here with us today.
Thanks a lot, Jeb.